Welcome to your Daily Revolution podcast. Today's topic, how to build motivation to get to the gym. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Let's go! This is your daily revolution. Live in prosperity, we show you how to do it. There's no luck about it, we got the strategic blueprint.
Oh yeah, what up, what up? Good to be with you guys another beautiful day here in Utah. Let's dive into the podcast, but before I do, I want to say thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of my world, and thank you for joining this prosperity revolution. A revolution of prosperity, a revolution of possibilities, and a revolution where you get to have a shift in your mindset to think in terms of giving back, serving, creating value and contribution versus being a taker and a moocher and a looter, where you know that prosperity is not the result of luck, but the result of predictable formulas and predictable principles that bring about sustainable and predictable prosperity. So if this helps you, please share this forward, send it to somebody, and let's talk about this podcast. All right, so my niece, I got a niece, she's a model, beautiful young lady, great heart, great smile. Like, I remember when this young lady was born, and she's messaged me a few times. She's like, man, Uncle, how do I find the motivation to get to the gym? Man, and I'm like, all right, baby girl, I'm going to shoot you a podcast. So whether you are looking for motivation to get to the gym, or whether you're looking for motivation to build your business, whether you're looking for motivation to start your YouTube channel, or to go after your dreams, or to go back and reconnect with the relationship that maybe has gone stale or that has been cold, this podcast is for you. Because the same principles of building, quote, motivation to get to the gym are the same principles that give you motivation to move life forward, to go get whatever the heck you want, because you only got one life to live. One day you're going to die, and you might as well go after what you want right here, right now, versus waiting for someday. Because as you know, someday is code for never. So let's talk about this motivation. Listen, I'm going to make this really, really simple. Again, I'm talking to my niece, but I'm talking to everybody. First and foremost is ask yourself this powerful question. What do I want? Have you ever sat back and asked yourself the question, what do I really want for my life? What do I really want for my body and my health? How do I want to feel? How do I want to look? How do I want to feel when I show up in public? What type of job or money do I want to create or have? What do I want to do for a career or occupation? And see, these are questions of clarity. Clarity is the ability to be clear about the life you have or the life you want to build. So that's the first step, is can you get clear about what you want? And the way to get clear is you ask the question, well, what do I really want? Now, if that's hard, and I get it, for some people, you've got kind of this limited belief, this limited mindset where maybe you've grown up in a home, and this is definitely not my niece, but maybe you've grown up in a home where there's not a lot of possibility. You don't see a lot of wealth. You only see, you get up, you go to work, you pay the bills, life's a struggle, you come home, you live on Social Security, and then you die. And I get it. If that's where some of you are right now, where you just cannot figure out how to break free, I got news for you. It's okay. It's not your fault right now, and I'm going to give you a little formula to help you to break that mindset. The starting point's going to be, well, what do I not want? And so start there. That's a great question to ask. What do I absolutely not want for my life? And if you can start with that question, what do I not want? And write it. Listen, here's the key. You got to write it down. Don't do this in your mind. Grab your journal, grab a pen and a paper, grab your laptop, and start to write. Put it all down on paper. What do I not want? Now, you got to be specific. I'm going to give you some examples. I don't want to be fat. I'm going to say it right now. This is Setema. I don't want to be fat. I don't want to have love handles. I don't want to look like I swallowed a cow. I don't want to have low energy. I don't want to have people show up and be like, oh, you're Setema? Right? I don't want to have low energy. I don't want to be financially broke. I've been there before, and it sucks, and it's not fun to have no money. I don't want to be in a relationship where I am roommates with my wife. I don't want to be in a family where my boys have no respect for me, and I'm for dang certain I do not like to talk about cars. I don't like driving old cars. I just don't. Unless it's like a restored car, brand new, right? You know what I'm saying? So you take everything that I just listed, and I'm like, look, you got to tell the truth. You got to be real. And be specific and real, honest, transparent. Then you take what you wrote down about what you don't want and turn it around and flip it to the other side. The opposite of, let's just say, fat and out of shape is I want to be lean and strong, and I want to have muscles, and I want to have functionality. And I want people, when I walk into a room, I want people to say, dang, Setema, you look like you could still play. Because you got to understand, like in my business, I'm a coach. I'm a speaker. Today's word is I'm an influencer. And when I walk into a room, I want people to react and respond like, wow, who is that? Right? That's what I want. Do you see how specific I'm being? I want my clothes to form fit on my body. I want to wear fitted clothes, custom-made suits. I want to be in a marriage where I'm deeply in love. And I'm in love with my wife. She's my goddess. Like, I love her. She's perfect. Like, she could do no wrong. Guys, I'm telling you, I married up. And I'm like, man, I don't know what I did in heaven to deserve this woman. But, man, I love it. I want to be close to my sons. I want them to trust me and to come and tell me what they're really feeling. I want them to tell me the truth. And I want to have this deep connection with them where as they get older, they can come talk to me about girls and kissing and sports and fears and inadequacies and sex and porn and drugs. And I want them to talk to me about all of it. And we have that, and we're building it. I want a business where I can do the things that I love to do. And I want to feel important and significant in the difference that I make for people. And again, like, can you guys see how clear I'm being? Like, I'm very clear. Clarity is power. I'm going to say that again. This is principle number 4 of my 13 principles. Clarity is power. It's incredible when you're like, this is exactly what I want. So to my niece, baby girl, you just got to ask yourself, what do you want when it comes to your body, your health, your fitness, your energy, your vitality? How do you want to look? How do you want to feel? How do you want to be perceived? More importantly, how do you want to perceive yourself? Okay, that's the first question. What do you not want? Flip it to the other side, which turns into, well, what do you want? What do you not want? And again, while we're talking about the gym and physicality, I'm asking you guys to do the physical, spiritual, relational, financial, and just get clear. Most people are not clear about what they want. It's crazy, right? Most people have no idea what they want. I mean, they kind of like, well, I want a cool vacation, or, I want to have some followers on Instagram and TikTok, but they never get really clear about the type of money they want to make, the type of impact they want to have, the type of contribution. And you must write it down. Everything that I'm living today, my friends, I've written down. I can go back to the late 90s in my journals, early 2000s, mid 2000s, early 2010s. I mean, everything that I'm doing today, I've written down. It's incredible. And if you'll write it down and get started with being clear, you'll be amazed at what happens. All right, so that's the first thing, right? Tell the truth and then ask yourself the question, what do I want? And if that's hard, you start with what you don't want. Now, once you have the what, right? What do I want? Once you have that piece in place, once you know what that is, what do I want? The next step is to ask this question. This question is critical. The question is, ready? Why does that matter? Why does that matter? This is your why. And the why has got to make you cry or it won't fly. The why's got to have some emotion. It's got to invoke and just bring about something inside of you. And I call it why times 5. The first why is like one level, but then you got to take that why and ask it again. Why does that matter? Well, why does that matter? And I'm going to talk specifically about the gym right now to help my niece. Okay, what do I want? I want to be lean, fit, strong, muscular, have energy and vitality. I want to walk into a room and I want people to notice. Why does that matter? Because for my job, it is critical that I look a certain way, that I attract the people that are like, whoa, this guy must know what he's talking about, right? It's called attention. And it's not attention, hey, look at me, look how special I am. It's about look at what I can do for you and how I can help you. Well, why does that matter? Again, notice I'm going to keep asking why. Because I know that today, people look on the outside first. We do. If you look at the Instagram world and the TikTok world and the Facebook world and the Pinterest world, like everything's external in the beginning. That's the hook. So if I'm going to attract people and I'm going to influence people and I'm going to inspire and impact like across the board, I've got to hook them with, first of all, the way that I look, got it, muscular, strong, like I got a great vibe and great frequency and great energy. But why does that matter? Because I have a mission to impact people. But why does that matter? Because I know it's what I'm born and called to do. I don't work on rocket ships. I don't work on nuclear science. I don't work on cars. I work on souls, hearts and souls. And why does that matter? It's because I want it. I love how it makes me feel. I love how I feel when I change someone's life and be a catalyst for them. And notice, guys, I'm like 3-4 levels deep on this why. Do you have a why for the gym? Do you know what you want? And are you clear about why it matters to you? I'll give you a couple more whys. Because I want my wife to look at me physically and say, damn, my husband, wow, he got it going. I want that. Why does that matter? Because it makes me feel good. I want my wife to be attracted to me physically, spiritually, emotionally, intellectually, financially. I want her to be attracted to me across the board. And let's be real. As I get older, I'm not going to have a dad bod. I'm not going to be that dude who just let himself go. I owe it to my wife to shine for her so she stays attracted to me. Why does that matter? Because I also want my sons to look at me and say, I want to be like my dad. My dad showed me what's possible. And look, I know for certain, you're either going to be an example of what to do and what's possible, or you're going to be a warning. And I can tell you, I will not be the warning of what not to do. I'm going to be an example of what's possible. Now, let's talk about the gym here, my friends. Again, I'm talking to my baby girl niece, but I'm talking to everyone. If all you do is get super clear, right? Super clear about what you want and why it matters, that is the most important steps, because from there we can then build a plan. I'm going to wrap this podcast up. I don't want to get too long. This is part 1 of how to get motivation for the gym. Again, you can apply this to the physical, spiritual, relational, financial. And so I will end this one right now. Again, if this has been helpful, my friends, share it with someone. Take notes on it. Take action. There's another podcast coming up on this same topic, part 2, that's going to help you to continue to get the motivation to get in the gym and to do the work. Okay, my friends, until next time, I'm out.
Let's go! This is your daily revolution. Living prosperity, we show you how to do it. There's no luck about it, we got the strategic blueprint. This is your daily revolution. You already know. And if you don't, then check my resume. Turning pressure into possibilities every day. Y'all can win and live our unique purpose. We change our mindsets and put the work in. This is your daily revolution. Your daily revolution. Revolution. Your daily revolution podcast.